finally, the freshwater Stingray is up and running with some fish in it. This is 5 for Friday, episode 11. Sorry guys, I felt like I was shouting a little bit then, but I'm just super excited. The Stingray Aquarium is finally up and running. The media is all in, the sump is up and running, no leaks, fish are in it. Oh, absolutely buzzing. There's no stingrays in this aquarium as of yet, or are there? But there will be. So as you know, as far as the sump is concerned and the aquarium, yes, it's only had water in a week or so, but it is all up and running, it is safe for the fish. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I've had media cycling within the aquarium. That's actually been cycling a lot longer than I was actually intending and expecting, so that's kick-started it. Along with that, what I did is all the media that I spoke about in my media video, if you haven't seen that yet, then it's worth checking out, especially if it's something that you want to either learn about or you're changing up a media, changing up a filter or whatever it may be. So the aquarium that my stingrays are currently in, I got one of the canister filters off that, I got some aquarium water into a polybox, and I essentially washed all the media within that canister filter in the aquarium water with this polybox, meaning that I've got all the grime and the beneficial bacteria off of that media, off of those pads and into the water column within this polybox. I then got the media that I spoke about in that video, but the media that was brand new, the media that hadn't been cycled, I put in this polybox, and with the new media and the old media, I essentially just washed the old media and the old pads, rinsed the pads out in this water with in the polybox with all the new media. What that does is it means that some of the healthy bacteria, some of the beneficial bacteria, some of the grime that will help kickstart the aquarium and kickstart that media is transferring from the old media onto the new media within this water. I could have directly transferred some of the old media for new media, so put some of the old media into the sump, some of the new media back into the canister filter. That would have worked just as effectively. It's just not what I went for this time, mainly because all the new media was already bagged and ready to go. It just needed that beneficial bacteria. I did also add some back to life. Essentially, it's beneficial bacteria that breaks down the ammonia and the nitrites. I don't really think it was 100% necessary, but I just put it in as a precautionary measure, just to make sure that obviously when the fish go in, it is safe and there is enough healthy bacteria than there needs to be to break down that waste, to make sure there's no ammonia or any nitrites within the water. As you can see from the sump, it's pretty well stocked. I've got the filter floss, that also went into this dirty water, so to speak. So it does look dirtier than it should at the moment within the sump. I've got that filter floss. I've got 3 pads, foams that I talked to you about. I've then got all the media, the cycled media, the new media that's now been dosed in the beneficial bacteria from the old media and the canister filter. And then I've got some more pads before it goes into the area where it returns via the return pump. As you can see, I've also got some plants in there. These are the plants that I spoke to you about in a previous video, the devil's ivy or the pothos. The roots are submerged, but not the plant itself. It's not a plant designed to go underwater, but it's fine that the roots are sitting in water. What they'll do is they'll thrive off the nitrates within the water, and they will grow and remove those nitrates as well, hopefully creating a better environment for those fish with lower nitrates. My tap water generally has quite high nitrates, so this will help pull out some of those nitrates from the water. Also within this aquarium, I've had this delivered months ago, it feels like, absolutely months ago. It is bought secondhand, but actually it has never ever seen water. So although I'm buying it secondhand, I have essentially got a brand new piece of kit here. It's the Ecotech MP40 wave maker. It's an absolute dream to be able to have one of these on the aquarium, but you know, lessons have been learnt over the years about having expensive fish in an aquarium with low quality or cheap equipment, and it's just not worthwhile taking that risk. So this is really a decent piece of kit. It will keep the circulation healthy within the aquarium, it will keep that water surface agitation going as well. I do still need to add a air stone to this aquarium, but at the moment My air stone pump is being used on another aquarium, which will soon be transferred over. So look at this wave maker. Basically, you open it up and all the pieces are in there. It's magnetic, so all the electronics are on the outside of the aquarium, and the actual wave maker mechanism itself is on the inside of the aquarium. It's a brilliant piece of kit, very, very clever and advanced for what it does. Also comes with some nice foam on the to put over the top, so fish can't get caught in it, debris can't get caught in it. And it's also, again, as you always know, I go on about, it's surface area. Technically, it's a greater area for some more beneficial bacteria. Really, really simple to implement. It's got a control as well. So you can have various settings, various modes. And to be honest, I've got it installed on the aquarium. I've got it up and running. I've just got it in a basic mode for now. I've not played around with it. I haven't had the time, but the thing was to get it on the aquarium, to get the aquarium up and running, to get it full of media that was cycles, to get it full of media that was able to provide a healthy environment for the fish. I've transferred a number of fish over. I don't think all these fish that I've transferred over will be staying in here long term. The idea was that I'd have essentially ones that I couldn't have with live plants. So within this aquarium, I don't intend to have live plants in here. At the moment, I've got no substrate, no escaping whatsoever, so I do intend to potentially add some substrate in the future, but there won't be any live plants actually within the aquarium itself. So it feels like such a long time coming, but I'm absolutely buzzing that the aquarium's up and running, the sump's up and running, fish are in. I've started getting the equipment on there, such as the wave maker. Oh, exciting times ahead. The next move is to get the Stingrays in here. So if you don't want to miss out on that video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification button. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it to those that you know, your friends, your family, those that are fish keepers as well. Have a fantastic weekend. I know I'm going to. I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.